Hello Pisces, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is your weekly read for the week of the 13th to the 19th of April 2020. I hope you're doing well, Pisces. Now, at the weekend of me publishing this video, I've got a half price sale going on, and this weekend it is the what your next steps are, your next step reading. So if you want to know what's coming up for you next, the direction that your higher self wants you to go in, then that's the reading for you. That's 3 pages long. I get all of my readings out within 24 hours as usual. And that's 60 Australian dollars instead of 120 Australian dollars. So that's about 35 to 40 American dollars at the moment with the exchange rate. So book in for one of those. There'll be a link up there to book in if it's still the weekend when you're watching this video. And if it's not, then, just other weekends, check out on BeHealing.com. Every week I pick out a selected reading. And if you've got an idea, Pisces, of what kind of reading you'd like to be in that sale, then you just let me know in the comments as well. So let's see, what's your story this week? What's your story, Pisces? Generally, we've got include and go for it. This is about taking action, moving forward, going forward in your life, things that you want to do in your life. This is like plans, I'm hearing, plans that you've made, Pisces, or things that you've always wished to do. This feels like a new project, a kind of work kind of thing, or an artistic creative thing. Especially if you have thought that it was out of your league before. That's why they've got this include card here. So something that you haven't done, maybe you thought you weren't ready, or you weren't good enough yet, or you didn't have what it takes, or you didn't have the time to do it. Could have been that too, Pisces. But yeah, you've been asked to move forward on something now. Take action, especially something you've been planning or thinking about for some time. Being asked to go for it this week. The time is good to go for it and get things done. This is amazing energy that we're in right now, and these times that we're in, because we have to surrender, right? Because we're not in control of this. Nobody's in control of this anymore. We're all just kind of figuring it out as we're going along, each country kind of thing, and on an individual level in our lives, there's things that we're just not in control of anymore. When we can't go out to work, when we can't make things happen, we just have to give up, don't we? We just have to have this surrender, because we can't control it. And that's a relief. Are you finding that a relief too, Pisces? That you can't control it, and so it allows you to surrender. And when you surrender, it's amazing, because then your higher self takes over, and so that's when things can really happen. And that's what I'm feeling for you, Pisces, is that things inside of you are starting to happen now, especially in your creativity. And so any ideas that you're having, or that you've had in the past, that are coming back to mind again, go for it and actually take action on it, because this week is a really good time to do that, especially from this place of surrender. And it's not just a place of surrender, Pisces, it's also because we can't kind of put things out there at the moment. We're letting go of our expectations of what we want of it, and so we're just kind of doing something for the sake of it because we've got time on our hands, right? And that's just like the perfect combination for abundance, for getting what you want out of it. It's like being infinitely patient, because we don't know when this is going to be over. So anything that you create now might, only get out there, who knows when. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, who knows when we're going to be getting back to normal kind of thing. And so you're going to get what you want from it, but it's actually helping you. This releasing expectations, being more patient, is actually helping. It's helping us all tune into more abundance, but specifically for you. You're going to get what you want out of this, but you're going to need patience for it. And this meditate card is like, yeah, it's just a card of release, It's about releasing our mind, it's surrendering, releasing control, releasing expectations from it, just releasing it all, just doing something for the sake of doing it because you want to fill up your time with something that you love. It's just the perfect combination for abundance. So I feel like really good things are going to come through you taking action this week on projects, things that you've wanted, and maybe you've wanted to receive back from it. Maybe that's why you've not felt good enough to do it before. You want to receive back from it, but now the pressure's taken off from receiving back from it. That's when it can actually happen. That's when you can receive back from it, but that'll happen in the future. Be willing to do things just for the joy of it, just for the hell of it, just for the joy of it, just because you want to do it. As I said, I'm picking up abundance vibes for you, Pisces. I feel like it's great abundance going to come from this, because you've just got this freedom to do things with such a clean energy this week of non-expectation, of just doing that. And you're going to get what you want from it. And so just be willing just to do it for the hell of it, just for the joy of it. I might be muddying the water just by telling you this stuff. You might start clinging on to abundance and start having expectations. Don't do that. Be willing to do something just for the joy of it. That's pure. It's like, that's what we do as a kid. We do things just for the fun of it, right? We know it's all about playing. We do it for the fun of it. And then we get what we want from it too. Okay, and so if this thing that you're doing, this project that you're doing, requires some kind of travel, of course you're going to have to wait. You're going to have to wait for it to be put out there. You're going to have to wait for that. This face the situation, it's more about facing what is within you. So let me explain that better. So if you're thinking this project, yeah, I can do a certain amount of it, but then I'll need to travel. I'll need to go somewhere and actually do something as part of that. And I can't do that at the moment. This is saying face the situation. Yeah, you can't do it at the moment, but it's like, if you're thinking that travel is part of it, or you'll need to go and put it out there or do something with it somewhere else in the future, you're putting that energy out there already. It's like you're adding that to the mix. You're adding, sometimes just thinking about it and know that we need to do something is enough to set those wheels of manifestation off, so that when the time is right for you to actually do it and travel, the universe comes up with a really easy thing. Yeah. And so you might think, the best way to do things is to decide, okay, I'm going to need to go somewhere to do this, and then buy your ticket and then get yourself there and have control in it that way. This is saying at the moment you don't have control over the travel part of it, but that just thinking about it is setting it into motion so that something even more magical can come along in the future. Because when we dream about something, when we think about something, but it's not possible at the moment, or we can't see a way of doing it, then we surrender it. That's when the universe can pick it up and give us a magical way of doing it. So I hope I've explained that right. I hope you get what I'm saying now. It's like there's so much surrender you've got this week in this reading, Pisces. But it's not about non-action and surrender. This is about taking action for the hell of it on something, even though you can't do it all. But doing the part that you do on it is going to cause magic to happen, and you are going to get what you want from it. I feel like this is something that you've tried before, but you're trying when you had too much control in your life and you thought you could do it all yourself. And maybe you did go somewhere and try and get it done and it didn't work for you. But this time, your higher self wants to work with you. It's actually preventing you from doing it all yourself. It's allowing you to actually do it just for the joy of it. To create part of it just for the joy of it. And then it's going to fit the rest of it magically together for you in the future when things start moving again. So, how does that apply to you, Pisces? Leave in the comments. So what is it that you want to do, or what is it that you tried to do before? Let's go back through that. So this is a great week for you, Pisces, to actually get moving forward, taking action on something, creating something, a project, maybe something that you've tried to do before, something that you haven't felt good enough to do before, or something you tried that didn't really work before. And so it's just like, do it now, do it for the sake of it, kind of thing. You're going to get what you want from it, but there's an element of surrender because you can't do it all now. And so that surrender in itself is going to bring what you wanted to receive from it last time, maybe. And you got the meditate card, and so, take it easy. Take it easy, Pisces. Be willing to do it just for the joy of it, rather than having expectations, or be patient. You know, you can have expectations for results from it, but just kind of know that it's going to come in the future. There's such a strong element of surrender in this week's reading for you. So I'd be willing to do it just for the joy of it, you know, just to fill up your time, maybe. And the travel aspect of it, it's good to face that, to actually think about it. But it's good that you don't have control over it at the moment, because your higher self is going to come up with some magical way of doing that in the future. And so you can set all the wheels in motion this week. You can get acting and do something and create something as far as you can go with it, and then let it go. And then the universe, your higher self, is going to pick that up. And in the future, sometimes all the pieces will fall into place. So it's like you being fully in tune this week, Pisces, with your intuition, with the inspiration from your higher self. And then your higher self is going to do the hard work for you in making it all happen from this point in the future, because you've got the perfect conditions to let go of it. Sounds good to me. Does it sound good to you, Pisces? If it does, click like and subscribe to my channel. I hope you have an amazing week. Don't forget, leave a comment in the comment box of what you got out of that, how it resonates with you, what is it that you do, and I'd love to find out. Have an amazing week, Pisces. I'll see you next time. Bye.